Major Peter Lyons of the Army Physical Training Corps starts the assault course race. On the left in red, David Spence, then Martin Buckley in green, Andrew Craig in yellow, and on the far side in blue, Ross Truhella. And looking at their respective times in heats and group finals, Martin Buckley looks as though he's out of it with a time very much behind the others. But these two, for instance, Ross on the far side and Andrew Craig, were in the same group final, and Andrew finished just 1 second ahead of Ross, while David, nearest to us here, he is unbeaten on the assault course. So it really should be a very close run thing. And in these early stages, it is Andrew and Ross absolutely together. But Ross on the far side in earlier races tended to go a bit fast at the start and made errors on the obstacles, just as he does there. And those are the sort of things that cost so much time. You can see immediately how Andrew's pulled away there from Ross. Ross knocked out of his stride and now trying to get back level with him. Andrew, on the other hand, has always been very determined, very aggressive on every obstacle, relentless, and he won't let up for a minute at the end, and Ross knows that, so he must get back right away. And he's more or less achieving that. Swings over together. Another slight mistake, though, as he lands at the bottom of the cargo net. But really a good duel going on there, and David Spencer's being dropped somewhat. Played soccer, rugby and squash for his college at Cambridge. And Martin Buckley here, well, he knows he's going to be fourth, so he can take it fairly easy for his 2 points. This is the duel, though, for first place. Andrew, the slight advantage at the moment, coming to the A-frame, one of the most important obstacles on the course. And again, Ross makes a slight error there. David throwing himself down there to S-Benz from Yarm, although he was Nottingham born and bred. But he's back in third place at the moment, and he won't catch these two, and it's still Andrew in the lead. But now Ross perfected a new technique, which he's doing again here. He perfected that in the group final. His feet hardly touched the ropes. Martin's still struggling back in fourth place. But on they go towards the Burma rope bridge. Andrew, determined as ever, climbing up to that Burma rope bridge with Ross right on his heels, and Ross closing slightly, I think. Yes, Ross there closing with every stride. Now, can he get level with him at the top of this Burma rope bridge? But he makes a terrible error there. His feet completely miss, and that may have cost him the race. David still third place ahead of Martin Buckley, but I think Ross made a fatal error there at the wrong moment, and he'll be furious with himself as Andrew descends now towards the water and the muds, and that's a fairly good landing. Doesn't quite land on his feet, but well clear of Ross, and charges on now towards the last obstacle just as Ross hits the water. So a very bad mistake by Ross at the worst possible moment, and that really has robbed him of this race, because here comes Andrew charging across the line for his 10 points, and he punches that tape into light. Good run by him. David here will be in third place with 4 points, but it is Ross who made just too many mistakes on the course who gets 6 points. Martin hits the water now, never really a contender, and across in third place it's David Spence. And we now go to the scoreboard, where we have joint leaders on Krypton factors of 28. The journalist from Kennington, London, Andrew Craig, and still there from North Wales, Ross Truhella.